Any volunteer to light a candle? We have 2 more candles. Let's sit down. Sadhu, sadhu.
Let's do the chanting before the meditation. Please turn to page 5 of the chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. The 5 precepts. Panati pata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāmesu micchācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya majja pamadatthāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and gratefulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sattā deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanvittiko akaliko Ehi pansiko opanayiko Pancattam veditabbo vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samīci patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani Anta purisa punggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakiniyo anjali karaniyo Anutterang punyak kirtang lokasansati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesarapta vidhene Deepene tamadang sina Tiloka deepang sambuddhang Pujayami tamunudang. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttene Dhupenahang sugandhina Pujaye pujaniyang tang Puja bhajana muttamang. Offering of flowers. Vannagandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami munindase siripada saruluhi pujemi buddhang kusumena nene punyena metena labhami mokkam pumpang nilayati yataidang mi kayo tatayasi vinasa bhavang. Offering of water. Adivasetu no bhante paniyam parikappitam anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama. Offering of drinks. Adivasetu no bhante gilane paccayang imam anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama. Worship of shrines. Vandami cepiyam sabbang sabbadhani supatittitam saririka dhatu mahabodhin buddha rupam sakalam sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Ikjeva Namaste Niyam Namaste Manu Rate Nambe Punyami sandang Nipulang alatang Tansanu bhave Hatande rayo Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wind that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with the pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a engine in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent, Excellent.
Let us together practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. We are all in a very conducive environment to guide our mind to experience one of the most wholesome and one of the most clear states of the mind. So our mind is like a flow, like a river. It can flow anywhere. But right now, we are going to channel the force of the mind, the currents of the mind, to one of the most wholesome places, and also to one of the highest, one to the clarity. So rejoice your effort and your decision, your choice to come here. And this is the time that we are genuinely making an effort to train ourselves in wholesomeness and in mindfulness and loving kindness. And this is also kind of healing practice to our own body and mind. We have been using our body, we have been using our mind for many, many tasks. But right now, we are going to take care of that body and mind. So this is a healing practice to our body and mind. So rejoice. Rejoice your decision to come here, your effort to come here. With that rejoice, make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. This is a good opportunity for my mind to settle down and experience its wholesome potentials. So I will make use of this space, this gatherings, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and help ourselves to gather our whole attention and settle here. And then we will also do our chant, Namo Buddhaya, to further help us to settle down and come to this moment. Throughout the bell and the chant, keep gathering your attention and establish your awareness in your body, right here and now in your body. Let everything become calm. Let us simply come to our body. Right now, what we truly feel is our body. Let us just be with this body. Whatever sensations we can feel right now in the body are truly happening now. Even a simple sensation like what we feel with the touch of the chair or the cushion, this sensation of touch or points of contact, or any sensation we can feel with our own clothes, and anywhere we feel our body parts are touching each other. These sensations may be very simple, ordinary sensations, but they are very helpful for us to anchor ourselves in this real, true moment, the present moment, helping our mind come to this true moment and not unnecessarily wonder or be distracted with so many things that happened in the past or about any things that we project that will happen. We will simply simplify our mind with this awareness of the body. Just observe the basic outline of this body, this posture, how it is sitting here. Let us be with our body. Nowhere else, but right here, now, in our body. With this awareness of the body, we'll allow this body to further relax, allowing all the muscles in the body to loosen up. This is a good opportunity to give a chance to this body to completely relax. We don't have to have any concerns or worries. We are sitting in a very safe and friendly place. So our body does not need to be tightened or be ready for anything. We can completely relax and let go. Allow your body to simply loosen every muscle. You can use your breath to loosen up the body further and further. You can lengthen your breath a little bit, just a little bit lengthen your breath, taking a slow, long breath in and release that breath very slowly, allowing the shoulders to drop. Take few more such long breaths in. Release that breath slowly, allowing the chest to drop and relax. If you have any tightness or tension in any parts of the body, while you are breathing out, allow that area to open up and loosen up and relax. with this relaxed body. Let us now bring our whole attention to our mind. It is now time to take care of our mind. Let us look at our mind itself, simply watching what are the thoughts or memories that are coming to our mind right now. Just with curiosity, watch, observe whatever thought or memory that may come to our mind right now. Just keep noticing any thought, any memory that may come. We don't want to stop any thought from arising. We just want to notice them, observe them without developing any further. We will simply notice. Keep noticing. Thoughts occur one after the other. Various thoughts keep coming up, but right now, without developing any such thoughts, we will let go of all these thoughts, but instead we will purposely generate a wholesome thought. We will now generate one of the most wholesome thoughts that we can ever generate: loving kindness. Loving kindness is the friendliness, universal friendliness. Loving kindness is the goodwill towards all beings. It is the willingness, a genuine willingness for everyone to be well. Let us bring that loving kindness to the surface of the mind. We all have this capacity to laugh, to be friendly, to have goodwill, to have unconditional love. We all have this capacity. But sometimes it can be buried or hidden or dormant. But right now, we'll purposely bring it out. Let us manifest it. Generate that willingness for everyone to be well. Generate that friendliness towards all beings. Let us open our heart, just like when we see a smiling face of a little baby. When we see a little baby, or when we are petting a puppy or kitten, a little creature, how open is our heart? How ready we are to care such a baby or little creature. Let us open our heart just like that. igniting that loving kindness, genuinely wishing well-being. We will cultivate this loving kindness. We will make it stronger and stronger by repeatedly making wishes of loving kindness. We will keep wishing well-being to all people and all beings, genuinely making those good wishes while manifesting and cultivating our loving kindness. We will start with ourselves, with this living being sitting here. Loving kindness is not complete if we do not include ourselves. Just like any other living being, we ourselves also deserve loving kindness. We will start with this living being sitting here. Direct that loving care that we usually direct to a baby or little creature. Direct the same loving kindness, that caring attitude, that acceptance to this being here, to yourself. Just like we are wishing well-being to a little baby, we will wish ourselves wholeheartedly with a sense of compassion, acceptance, forgiveness. We will wish, may this person sitting here, may I be well, be safe, be strong, be mindful, be kind, be peaceful. Keep wishing well-being to yourself genuinely, just like you are wishing to a little baby. Keep wishing. If you have a special concern, make a specific wish and genuinely be kind to yourself and make all good wishes that you can make. Be specific. Be well. Be safe. Be healthy. Be kind. Be mindful. Be peaceful. Let us extend this loving kindness to our body. We will use this loving kindness, to heal our body. This body has been helping us to live this life for many, many years. We will direct this loving kindness to heal the whole body. And we will direct this loving kindness to different parts of the body. Feel your lungs when you breathe. Feel their presence. And with deep appreciation, let us make a genuine wish. May these lungs, the whole respiratory system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs in this whole digestive system, which keep helping us to digest what we eat, to energize our body. The whole strength of the body depends on this digestive system. The stomach, the liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digestive system. Be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys and whole genitourinary system, whole pelvic region be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the central nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain stem, the middle brain, the frontal lobe, the whole nervous system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, all the bones, all the joints throughout this body, and all the muscles, ligaments and tendons, and the whole skin throughout the body Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. We have extended our loving kindness throughout the body. Let us now expand this loving kindness beyond ourselves to all others, genuinely making the same wish of well being to all others. Let us wish well being to everyone who are related to our life. May all people who are connected to our life, our family members, our friends, all these close people, let us take a moment to genuinely wish them well being. May all these beloved people in our lives be well, be safe, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond this circle of beloved people to all other people. We will expand this loving kindness to everyone in this surrounding area, including all these friends who are meditating in this room right now. Let us genuinely wish all of us sitting here, may all these friends, people, and everyone in this whole surrounding area be well, be safe, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, be peaceful. Let's expand this loving kindness beyond this surrounding area to all people living in all faraway places. Let us take a moment to wish well being to people living in each direction. May all people living in the cities and countries in the direction that we are facing now, whoever the people living in this direction, from here all the way to faraway places and countries, May all people living in the direction of our front direction be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our right, whoever the people living in this direction, from here all the way to faraway places in our right direction, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our back, whoever the people living in this direction of our back right now, every one of them living near and far in that direction, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our left, whoever the people living in this direction right now, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in all directions, and may all other living beings, all animals, from large ones to tiny ones, whatever life forms there may be, let us expand our loving kindness to all forms of life. May all living beings, each and every living organism, without exception, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Expand this loving kindness as wide as you can. Radiate this loving kindness as far as you can, embracing all people, all beings with our wish of well being. This loving kindness has no limits, has no boundaries. It simply expands into every direction, embracing all beings with this genuine wish. Rejoice. Rejoice this boundless loving kindness, this wholesome state of the mind. With this ever pervading loving kindness to every direction, we will now use this calmness, this peace, to go into a deeper level of stillness and tranquility. We will gently place our attention on our breath and continue to deepen our inner peace. Let us observe our breath, closely feel. In this peaceful, calm moment, you can feel your breath move. You can feel the whole process of breathing, noticing the beginning of the in-breath, observing its journey through the nostrils, behind the throat, and filling the lungs. Observing its journey outward, observing the warm air coming out, feeling the inner walls of the nostrils, feeling the upper lips where the outgoing air is touching. Keep noticing all other changes happening in the body. The energizing sensation when we are breathing in, a relaxation sensation when we are breathing out. Keep noticing and experiencing the whole process of breathing. We will deepen our inner peace by simply resting with the breath. In these last few minutes, we will give our full effort to be with our breath. Nothing is happening right now, only the breath is happening. Let us be with our breath, rest with our breath. Dukkha patac nidukkha bhayapattac nibbaya sukapattac nisukha hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers and enlightened masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped our meditation tonight. Let us feel grateful even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this bell, this cushion, this chair, this fan, and this device that help you to connect to this meditation from home. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, you can turn around your legs and maybe massage your legs a little bit. If you want to stand up for a while, you can do so. Okay. Any sharing about the meditation? Will you really be able to wish well-being to your close ones? Everyone in the family? That's good. I think we can have more discussion about meditation because our topic today is directly related to our meditation. So you'll do that, right, Bhante? Yeah. So we have this study sheet that we can use for our discussion. Okay, as you know that we are discussing an important topic called Noble Eightfold Path, and that is the path that what we call path to freedom or path to freedom from suffering, path to deep contentment and inner peace and realization. So it's, the general experience that we are all having is called dukkha, or dissatisfaction, discontent, unsatisfactoriness, unhappiness, whatever you want to call it, what we experience most of the time in our life. So the Noble Eightfold Path is the practice that help us to transcend that. So we have been discussing 8 items of this path, and today we are in the last item in Bhante. So this is our plan to discuss this Noble Eightfold Path throughout our rainy retreat, which means from July full moon to October full moon. And today we are in number 8. What we are going to talk next week. That's something. Don't have to worry about it. Be in the present moment. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be in the last one. So we really have to understand all these 8 items work together, like helping each other. This is like a whole system of training. The last one is more of a result of practicing other items. So if you simply giving a summary, we start our this practice with the right understanding. Means right understanding that our unhappiness, our discontent, our dissatisfactoriness, our suffering is a causal product. It's an experience we encounter when certain causes and conditions are you know conditions meet together. So this is not something given to us by someone else, and this is not something that we solely created by ourselves, but we play a part in it. But it's a causal product, and based on that understanding, we understand that there are psychological elements that we put in. There are we recognize that our role in it, and then we make a decision. Okay, I want to live a life that will transcend this whole unsatisfactoriness. And then we set our intention, understanding the causes of suffering, which is mainly self-centered craving based on the ignorance, and that is the part that we put in. And then based on that, we set intention to let go, intention to have loving kindness, and intentions to have compassion, like being empathetic to other people's suffering, because this whole experience of suffering is not only unique to us, and every living being is in the same boat. Everyone is suffering. You don't have to create pain to anyone, because they're already in pain, or everyone. So we develop this compassion, and want to live a life that may not add any more suffering to anyone, and also not to add more suffering to oneself, but to transcend that. So we just set intention. We may not do that, but we set intention to not to add suffering to anyone, and also try to live a life that go beyond suffering. And once we set the intention, then we align our speech in accordance with that, right speech, and we align our actions in accordance with that, and then we align our work, our job in line with that. We change our behavior, and then we come to the real mental training, which start with number 6, right effort, mainly a mental effort to select the wholesome states and unwholesome states, and promote the wholesome one and weaken the unwholesome one. And then the main key practice is the mindfulness, and being aware of our own mental states and also physical states. So the right mindfulness and right effort is something that we can practice all the time. Once we have that intention in the beginning, you pay attention to whatever thoughts arising in our mind. We just try to be aware of our thoughts, of our bodily movements. And whenever we recognize certain thoughts, certain emotions that are not helpful to our happiness and peace, we notice it. We don't continue it. We don't feed it. We drop it. And whenever we recognize certain, states of the mind are conducive for peace or happiness, we notice it and we promote it, we keep it for some time. So something that we can do all the time when you are driving, when you are doing something. And then we come to the last one. For this item to practice, this is steps. You really have to have to have a conducive environment. What you did right now is actually practicing the number 8, which is like taking a time and purposely choosing a place, choosing a time, and dedicating your whole time with speech and body for that, and select a wholesome object that you can pay attention to, and then you develop a, a, a more settled, peaceful mind that is not available in our ordinary life, but is accessible. We can access to that deep peace. So can anyone help me to read that number 8, last one? Yes, thank you, Melissa.
Right perfect concentration. To train the mind to be focused, unified, and calm down to experience deeper levels of inner peace.
Inner peace. Okay, so this is the kind of the more core of the practice. Then once you start to develop mindfulness and then make genuine effort to like manage our emotions, and then we come to this level, this practice, which we actually do in our what you call typical meditation practice. That is, use techniques and gradually help our mind to settle down, calm down. And of course, the familiar translation is concentration. That's what you find in many translation, many books when you read that. But the concentration is okay, but it has an element of more like a forceful kind of the forceful concentration, focusing. But the real the practice, real experience we want to have is like we put some effort, but it's more like experience the deeper calmness of the mind by dropping, by letting go. It's not like you are kind of try to like concentrate in the sense of using force, but actually settling the mind by letting go, by dropping. So therefore, I like the translation, like we can call it stillness, steadiness of the mind, tranquility of the mind, inner peace. So you can use those more like a stillness. Stillness could be a proper understanding, right, Bante? If you put samadhi, you know, the I use the verb, yeah. The term, and the Pali term is samadhi, usually translated as concentration. Yes, it has that element of concentration, because this state of the mind is in opposition to distracted mind. When our mind is all over the place, thinking that, distracted. So the samadhi, the kind of state of the mind that we want to achieve in the last, as a eight items of the path, is undistracted mind. It's more calmer. It's not moving from one object to other, like constantly moving, but more settling. So it's in that sense, because it's not distracted, it's focused, it's concentrated, but more of settling of the mind. And so in this stage, we want to achieve this state of the mind for two purposes. One is to experience deeper levels of happiness and joy that is available for human beings. That's a deeper peace and deeper joy that we experience, more what you call inner joy, inner peace. This is a kind of happiness that we get not from indulging our senses, not from like external things, but more like withdrawing oneself to insight, and then settling the mind, and then experience a deeper, different kinds of joy and happiness. And then you realize that actually there's a deeper levels of happiness. We don't have to like always try to find, to stimulate our senses. We don't have to always try to indulge our senses. We don't have to find the one indulgence after the other, like addiction to to be happy. There's a more secure source of happiness if we come inside of us. And then if you know how to settle our mind, there's a more deeper levels of happiness. We don't need any other substances, any other things. Of course, it's okay to indulge our senses within our moral framework, but realizing that there are more deeper happiness. That's one purpose. But more direct purpose of needing this kind of settled, calm mind is actually to see the reality as it is. Because the kind of mind that we are normally having, this distracted mind, being excited, being distracted by this thing and thing, it's not sharp enough to see that whole process. Moving. Anything that is it's not. It's like when we are moving car, you cannot really genuinely see what is surrounding. I mean, you can just have a glimpse of what is there. So we have this fast running mind, and we cannot really see what is happening right here. What is really here? Who I'm calling I? What is happening here? We can't catch that with that fast running mind. By following all these other practices, we come to a point that we can actually calm down our mind, settle our mind to a point that it becomes so steady, still, and then it's sharp enough to turn our attention and really see what is really happening here. And we come to directly experience what is really happening here. We start with right understanding. That means more like a conceptual understanding. We learn the teachings of the Buddha, we learn the other experience of the other enlightened masters, and we get a conceptual understanding. Oh, okay, this is how suffering arises. This is how we experience the world. We have a conceptual understanding. And then once you develop such a steady, calm mind, we can directly experience it. It's beyond our conceptual understanding, but more kind of experiential understanding, more of a realization. In order to have such a realization, we need to have such a steady, calm mind. But such a mind is something that we have to develop day by day, gradually. Today, we actually experience some levels of samadhi, right, Bhante? Some levels of samadhi, and your loving kindness meditation help you to steady your mind, calm your mind. So we select one object, one thing to focus on, which is the loving kindness. So we keep our attention, draw our attention, we develop our thoughts only along that line of thoughts, like loving kindness, be well and happy, be peaceful. Just keep repeating that wishes again and again. As a result, we unify our mind. We direct all the energies of the mind to one direction. It's like combing our hair to one direction. It's not all over the place. To the direction of loving kindness. All the energies are being like, all the electrons are in one direction. All the energies of the mind into one direction, loving kindness. And as a result, we have thoughts, but not many kinds of thoughts, but one kind of thoughts, loving kindness thoughts. As a result, it is steady and it becomes kind of still and calmness. From there, we slowly transit ourselves to breathing meditation, and placing our attention on the breath and settling it down further and further and further. So aiming is, if our mind, usually our mind is like, usually when our brain is hooked into a mesh, what do you call that, the machines, when our brain is hooked into when you are in a hospital, they hook our mind and our heart into the machines, and we can see in the screen. Yeah. If someone were to really catch how our mind operates, our mind will be like moving ups and down, right? And that's like go up and go down, go up and go down. So when you start to pay attention to loving kindness, or pay attention to breathing, you kind of bring that whole up and down mind to maybe little bit up and down. You have some memories, some thoughts, but keep coming back to meditation. Not emotionally charged, not angry, not disappointed, not sadness, just simply thoughts, not strong enough to influence your mind. And then we further meditate, we bring it to little bit. And if you keep doing that, eventually you'll be able to experience the state one straight line. That's samadhi. That's complete stillness. Actually, that state of the mind is, you can call it, it's not distracted, it's not agitated, but full of energy. Full of energy.
State of Jannah?
Yes.
And how many levels are there?
4 levels.
I thought there are 8.
Jhanas are four levels, but then after that there are some other states also. Yeah, you can think about.
Yes, I feel Bhante, because before we feel the samadhi, the nature of the samadhi is steadiness or stillness.
The complete stillness, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what we experience here in this meditation, when you are coming here, when you are taking your turn from 19 to QSI lane, right, Bhante?
Mm-hmm.
From that, I believe so. From that itself, you are starting to feel the samadhi, right, Bhante?
Yeah, some glimpses of
Yes.
samadhi, some percentage of
Yes,
samadhi.
yes, little bit.
Yeah.
Then when you park here, then come here. It's a nice environment, nice nature, the creek and all. No traffic, no honkings, no crowded, but spiritual crowded.
Yeah. No cursing.
Yeah. So then, at the beginning, but before we start the meditation, why we do our chanting and also the flowers and we are offering? It's a preparation, Monday, right?
Exactly.
Chanting, it helps. We are making our background, our environment to comfortable meditation. It helps to feel the samadhi. Then, as Bhante mentioned, we focus our mind to meditation, loving kindness, and the breathing.
So in this state of samadhi that that we try to achieve has these elements. One is withdrawing from our senses. Like we are usually we usually attracted to like visual forms, sounds, smells and tastes. That's how we live our life. But in this state, we withdraw our attention from the senses. So that's why we sit down. We don't have many stimulations. Of course, we have incense and other things, but they're not really as stimulating and distracting yourself. So we kind of withdraw ourselves from the sensor. That's one element. So we are not being distracted or being dragged by our senses. We are okay without any visual forms. We are okay without any taste. We are okay without any sounds. Usually we feel like very boring when you don't have anything to see, anything to taste, anything to hear, right? But in this meditation, we purposely withdraw ourselves from this sensor. That's one element. The second one is actually once you withdraw yourself, you are with your mind, and then there are also internal disturbances. We have memories, we can have anger, and we can have more desires, we can have anxious mind, we can have agitated mind. Oh, on the opposite, you can have a sleepy mind, So internally, there are also disturbances we call 5 hindrances, like 5 mental tendencies that can hinder our peace. Sensual desire. Although we are withdrawn from the sense, we can still desire, like wanting to indulge, wanting to have. That's one disturbances, and the other one is hatred or ill will or dislike or resentment, like not liking, not happy, resentment. And then we can have um, agitated state of the mind, or we can have lazy, lethargic state of the mind, or we can also have more confusion. We call vichikicha, right? But the doubting, confusion state of the mind. So we actually in the samadhi is more like actually balanced state of the mind. You are not extremely desire for anything. You are not extremely resentful towards anything. Very balanced. You are not super agitated mind. You are not super lazy. Very balanced, and you have clarity. So it's more like a balance in the mental energy and a tuning it to a point that's so balanced and so settled, so penetrative. You can break through. You can have breakthrough realizations. Yeah. But this balance will not be completely aligned in one sitting. You just have to train it, and to come to a point.
Yes, there is a simile, Bhante, to a bird.
Mm-hmm.
In the Visuddhimagga,
Mhm.
I think there is a simile how birds is trying to go to the sky. Before birds is trying to go to the sky, he prepare its wings. Preparing, he tries to go to the sky, and after enter to the high level of sky, he
Initially, he had to fly a lot, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
initially at the beginning, it has to fly more and try to prepare its wings. After enter to the sky in the high level, it just expand his wings and
Just move
just
through.
just moving without
Any effort.
yeah, without any effort. That's the
That
nature
is
of
samadhi.
that is the nature of the samadhi person, how person is.
Yeah. In the beginning, you had to make some effort, like bringing your attention again and again and again back to the breath, back to the loving kindness. Makes it like flipping, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is just to understand that, as human beings, we are capable. We are capable of going beyond this ordinary mind. We have that potential to have a higher state of the mind, and Buddha called them uttari manusadam, right? But the superhuman abilities. The way we feel, the way we think is not the optimal level we can think or feel. There are higher realms, higher states, we can actually achieve and cultivate, and that's what we are doing here. And there's also deeper peace and joy that we can experience by turning inward and then calming and settling and balancing the mental energy. We can experience deeper calm. And one element of samadhi is actually deep physical relaxation. So the physical relaxation and the calmness of the mind is kind of loop. When you calm down our mind a little bit, settle down our mind on the breath or loving kindness, our body experience some form of loosening up and relaxation. And that relaxation feed the calmness of the mind. And the calmness of the mind again feed the physical relaxation. And so in the deep level of samadhi, you kind of lose the weight of the body or the sense of the body. Any kind of, discomfort or whatever, like even the very feeling of the body. I mean, you feel the body, but more relaxed state. So there's a physical element too. We call sukha, right? So mental, and the physical. So we are all capable of these things. So as human beings, we should explore them. We should, and we have full right to enjoy them. But Buddha is using this, ability to not only to experience that deep joy and peace, but actually use that steady mind to like truly realize, to truly directly experience what is happening right here. And then we get the realization, then we have direct realization of the dependently arising process happening here, and you have direct realization that you'll be able to go beyond our wrong notion of I, ego, and you have direct experience of the natural process happening here. That's the path to freedom. Yes.
So 2 questions, and then he sort of mentioned it. So what you just described, first jhana, is that what that is? Stream entry?
No,
No,
No.
those are different.
two different
Awesome.
things. Yeah, jhanas are actually experience that we get, through gradual calming of the mental processes. So they're temporary states. But the stream entry is a permanent transformation happening in our understanding and our emotional life.
Cool.
They are related, but not the same.
Understood. And one follow-up, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So with the 5 hindrances, are there counterparts to that to maybe
Yes.
help or cultivate
Yes.
the concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sensual desire is one mental tendency. The counterpart is actually upekha, the equanimity. And then the resentment is the other. The loving kindness is the opposite one. And then, so we have 7 factors of enlightenment. 7 factors of enlightenment which counter the 5 hindrances. Yeah. It is a whole different lesson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can Google it later.
Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe I can send you a reading, how to explain how the 5 hindrances are being tackled by the 7 factors of the enlightenment. Yeah. It's a whole mental mind science.
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts or sharing? Or any more questions? Yes, yes.
Upon the, getting past perfect concentration to point of realization and transformation, freedom in the body, freedom in the mind, freedom from hindrances, leading to compassion for all sentient beings, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody, kind of in this mode of suffering, and then
Yeah.
you can see it directly.
Yes.
It leads to compassion because you don't judge, and you're beyond that judgment, right?
Exactly. So it has that element of wisdom. You deeply realize in how this whole suffering arises. You kind of, transform yourself not to repeat the same pattern again and again. You are free, but at the same time you develop this deep empathy and compassion. Oh, all these living beings, they have to come out from this cycle too. You have no choice other than just helping all other living beings to come out that too. Yeah.
Which is actually more freedom. It's just kind of
Yeah, you
compassion.
experience freedom inside, but at the same time you have this energy of compassion to help.
Yeah, which is freeing, the additional. Yeah, I think it's sort of you might say all pervasive.
Yeah, this is enlightenment, nirvana, nibbana, what you call it. But there can be different gradual stages of that. Okay, so you have a goal in our life. so let us develop more determination to go beyond our ordinary mind, and experience superhuman states. So let us move to the other part of the program. You can keep away the study sheet and take your chanting book. Let's turn to page number 14. And it's time now to share all the good merits, good karma that we have produced today with all others by making effort to come to this practice today and making a genuine effort to do this practice and doing it together. By dedicating your body, speech, and mind for this wholesome practice, you have generated so much good karma, good merits in your heart. Let us now share these good merits for the benefit of all other beings. First of all, let us share these merits with our departed relatives, our family members, people who cared for us so much, who are no more with us today. Let us think about them, be grateful to them, and share these good merits with all of them. May they all share these merits. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world who like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhi sambhadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anudantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anudantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be he. Now we will do our blessing chant, wishing you all blessings. And we are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra, and this sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We are going to chant this same sutra for you now, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness. May you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibrations that we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are maintaining towards you now. And by the power of these blessings, may you receive good health, peace, and happiness, strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. And may you be able to overcome all challenges and difficulties and continue to be kind and compassionate to many living beings. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, a family member, a friend, a person who is sick. You can recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko jocha sujocha suvacho chasnsa mudu anatimani santosnsa kocha subarocha ampa Sallahuka Buddhi Santrindriyocha Nipakocha Ampagambo Kulesu Ananugindo Nacha Kundam Samachari Kinchiena Vinyu Pare Upavadeyum Sukino Vakemino Huntu Sabbe Santa Bhavantu Sukitanta Ike Chipan Bhutanti Tasavata Vrava Anavase Sadigavaye Mahantava Majjimaras Kanukatula Dittavaye Addittaye Chadure Vasanti Avidure Bhutava Sambhave Siva Sabbe Santa Bhavantu Sukhitantana Paro Parang Nikumbeta Nati Manyeta Kanta Chinang Kanchi Vyarosana patigha sannyānaññamaññasස dukkhamiccaye mātā yatāniyam puttaṃ āyusā eka puttamanurakke evam pe sabbha bhūtesu mānasaṃ bhāvaye aparimānaṃ mettaṃ ca sabbha lokasmiṃ mānasaṃ bhāvaye aparimānaṃ uddhaṃ adoca tiriyaṃ asambhādaṃ aviraṃ asapattaṃ tettaṃ caraṃ nisinno vāsayāno yāvatasස vigadamiddho etaṃ satiṃ adetteye brahmametam vihāraṃ idamāho detteṃ ca anupagamma sīlavā dasanena sampanno kāmesu vinayyagedaṃ nahi jātu gambhaseyyam punareti tena saccā vajjena sotti te hotu sabbadā etena saccā vajjena sabbha rogo vinassato etena saccā vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbha rogo vinassato māte bhavantantarāyo sukhi dīghāyuko bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhānubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha saṅghānubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during last few days. You might have got an opportunity to help someone, or give something to someone, or share your time, your knowledge with someone. Just recall to your mind actual incident that you were kind to someone during this week. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to someone. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Now take a moment to recall to your mind whatever kindness we received from others during past few days. You may have given care by someone. Someone might have helped you. Just recall such helps. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So nice to have you all for our practice today. It was a nice practice, nice gathering. And thank you everyone who joined our YouTube. Sorry, I think we missed 2 questions, right, Bhante? Bhavani, I think we missed your question. I think it's not time to answer that, but maybe if you leave your email, I may send you an email. Thank you, Bhavani, for your question. Thank you also, Jesse, for your comment. And I will pass your, Jesse is referring to a sutra, that explain how to manage 5 hindrances. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for that suggestion. And it's nice to see you. And we have an announcement. Not next weekend, the following weekend is our annual meditation retreat. We have invited a very senior, experienced meditation master to come and conduct a 2.5-day retreats. Here we start on Friday evening and then Saturday whole day and Sunday whole day. If you only can come to 1 day, you can still register for that. Please go to our website and register for the retreat if you can come. We still have a few more spots left there. So that's one announcement, and we have other announcement. And Kay, would you like to announce that? Yeah.
We're trying to constantly fix the place up, and we rely on the donations of other people. So we want to make the monks safe, and everybody comes here feels safe. So we're looking into getting cameras and lighting outside. So if anybody's interested in donating, we have a pool up and around the bend, and you're welcome if you wish. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, so Thank you everyone who joined over YouTube, and look forward to see you again. We really appreciate your commitment, practice meditation, through this media. We know it's not easy to meditate at home, but you made that effort. We appreciate that. And see you next time. Thank you. Good night.
This is true.